Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV3805. It's the Tier 9 British SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town, and it's under the command of Photobomber. Yes, he's finally got his account back, and Wargaming has restored it to him. Game on! Well, as you saw, he was previously restricted as to which tanks he could play because he had to open a new account and he was playing through the lower tiers. That's why he's mostly tier 4 and tier 5 vehicles. But he's finally got his higher tier back and he's playing the FV3805, the Arty based on the Centurion hull. And, oh, that's unfortunate. Well, the SU-14-2 had to make a detour to go around him. Don't park next to him, whatever you do. That just makes you both easier targets to hit. Okay, we've got a couple of enemy tanks making their way over to the west side of the map. Got a Type 61, and that looks to be a charioteer. Those guys stopped to take a shot. Oh, it's one of the Kampfpanzers. Oh, and the shell landed behind him. It went long. So his first shot didn't do anything. Now he's got the, yes, it's the 182.9 caliber. That's the 7.2 inch howitzer. It's capable of doing 850 alpha, 46 millimeters of pen, 9.5 meters damage radius, and a stun duration of 12.5 to 28 seconds. Okay, so he's looking for a target. He's found one. It's that Kampfpanzer again. Rounds out. Well, he managed to get some damage, but not a lot because the shell landed right next door to him, so it's splash damage rather than direct hit. Now the standard reload is 35.47 seconds, but he's managed to reduce it somewhat to 27.35. Unfortunately, the position he was in at that moment was actually within direct line sight of the enemy ELC M90, but he did get wiped out, so thankfully the enemy didn't spot where he was, because if he fired, then they probably would know where he was. Now, because there's very few tanks defending on the west side of the map, he's decided to relocate. In fact, I would say the best thing for him to do is actually relocate all the way up to the far east side of the map altogether, because I don't think he's very safe here. In fact, yes, I think he needs to move all the way up, and there's the school bus. They both need to get up this side of the map as quickly as possible, otherwise they're not going to survive very long. Almost reloaded. He's trying to land a few shots over in this direction. There's that Kampfpanzer again. He's got to let it dial in though. Almost there. Bounce out. Looks good. Direct hit! Yes! And again, you see the value of actually staying with the target, watching the target to see what happens with the shell. And if the shell actually hits the bush and there's no explosion, you know you hit something. You know that you've got some damage on that guy, and that really does help the game. A lot of players will actually look away after they shoot, and if they do that, they miss out on the fact that they actually did get a hit on the enemy. Now he's firing blind into that corner, and there was an explosion, so he didn't get a direct hit on the target, but he might have splashed it. Now currently, I think the Hawk 30 is actually sitting in the bush line down on the west side of the map, and he spotted a Type 61 trying to cross to our cap area. In fact, it looks like now he's trying to go up the other side. And as a consequence of that, we know that they're trying to go for the hill. Okay, trying to get this IS-5. Should be able to hit it. Rounds out. 479 from a near miss. Landed directly in front of the IS-5. Stunned both of them, though. And he is picking up stun assist, so he's getting something out of it. So far, just that Type 61's managed to make it up close to the hill. A Skoda T50's now trying to get across. And the Type 61 just got wiped out. So we're dialing in on the 752, the Object 752. Rounds out. Yep, that one hit the target and he got stun assist immediately. So it was a useful shot, and it looks like the 752 is about to die. He is badly damaged. Yep, he's gone down. In fact, he's gone down in a very inconvenient place for the enemy because he's blocking that passage now. He's not going to be... Nobody's going to be shooting through that gap for a while. Okay, Skoda T50, the one that tried to make it across, didn't. The Type 61 got damaged. That was the school bus. Rounds out. No, went to the right of the aim point. We're one down on the enemy at the moment. But on the whole, I'd say we're not doing too badly, actually, considering. Enemy tanks are at the south end of the city, and there's only an M103 holding the guys off, and I don't think he's got very long to live. He's down to 7 hit points. But if the enemy do try to make a breakthrough, they've got problems, because they've got to try and get the shells through or get out of that corridor. And now they're going to be subjected to the tanks up on the hill. And of course, we're about to lay a few shells in for Photobomber. Kill shot! He got one! That's going to really disappoint the others, because that was a BZ-176. One of their OP tanks just got wiped out. Meanwhile, we're seeing a Barras trying to get around the outside. We know the Skoda's nearby as well, but the Barras got that auto-loading 105mm. It would be a bad mistake for the Barras to try and go around the hill and approach from the other direction, because of course he'd be subjected to fire from us and the school bus at the same time. And I don't think the Skoda will do the same thing either. Now with the Tiger Mouse covering that area, the enemy can't approach the cap without getting shot at. The Turtle, of course, can actually withstand a few shots to his front. In fact, we can see where the enemy are now located, and I think we have got a shot on them, but he's going to have to dial in. He needs to get an accurate shot. So he fires a bit... Well, that was a bit snap. That was more of a stay off our land. Yeah, the school bus failed on his shot. He wasn't as accurate. The Baraskas decided to go to the very back, and our teammates were saying, can you hit that one for us, please? Yeah, the Turtle's saying, can you hit the Barras for us? And now we've got a Charioteer turned up as well. So we've got 3 tanks, all in close proximity. Now, he's loaded. Rounds out. Yes, that was a good one. That was an excellent one. 457 off that one alone. He stunned both tanks. And the Barask is not getting anything, whilst our Turtle is hiding behind that Charioteer 4, who's acting as a very convincing bit of extra armor. But the only tank that the enemy's got on the on the west side of the map is the Kampfpanzer, and we're already at the enemy's cap area, which means that the enemy is now trying to win this hill, and they're failing to realize they're about to lose their best tanks at the back. The GW Tiger's been spotted. He's the last remaining Arty on their team. I guess they've committed themselves now to trying to get this hill, and it's just not going to work for them, especially when we've got Photobomber right at the back here in the corner, shooting at them from a long way away. They can't see him. Rounds out. On his rear as well, 267, he's stunned. His reload will go down, even though he's a auto reloader. And we're picking up stun assist on him as well, although he's lost the stun now. We're ready for the next shot. Unfortunately, the Turtle did go down, but the Basante had to fire his entire clip of shells to do that. And now he's about to get a shell from us. Rounds out. Oh, it's going to fall short. Only 122 of splash there. Meanwhile, we can see the Charioteer has tried to engage the Tiger Mouse. And I'm not sure who's actually coming off worse there. We've got the Kampfpanzer trying to get involved. The Skodas are one shot. And the Charioteer's gone down, but the Tiger Mouse is now very low on hit points. And we can see all the tanks on the enemy team have got virtually no hit points left at all. They're down to 991. And he just got the kill on the Kampfpanzer at long range. Photobomber took out one of their tanks left. The tank destroyer he was trying to kill right from the very start. He's gone down. The Baraska's gone into the town, but he's going to meet an SU-130PM. And if he's fully loaded, he could do some damage. But I have the feeling he's in trouble. He's running for his life, and he's about to get hit. Rounds out. I'm pretty sure that did get close. But now we're in reload. Yes, the Barask did get... he is low on hit points. I'm not sure he saw us, though, but he felt us. Now, I reckon he's coming in this direction. Trouble is, this Arty doesn't have gun depression. 2 degrees is all it's got. And here comes the Barask. Oh! He's still got him with a shotgun. Let's see that one again. Well, the Barask was determined to take the kill, but it didn't really work out very well for him. Okay, he waits, brings the aim down, turns the gun. Yes! He shotgunned the rear of the vehicle, and the splash was more than enough to take down the Barask. Yes, he did get hit, but it was a blocked shot. He actually blocked a 105mm round into the side of the vehicle and got a kill. So he's now up to 3 kills. Oh, got spotted. Now pull back quickly. Okay, it's the Skoda, I think. And the Skoda's in a position where he might be able to get a shot. Oh, he's gone down. And now it's just the Bisonte left on the enemy team. He's right at the top of the hill. We could get a shot. We've got ammo. I think come out from behind the building, behind the rock. There he is. Okay. Line him up. He's a one shot. He's a splash kill. Land the shell behind him and he's gone. Rounds out. Oh, and it hit the wreck. A T-44 did it. Well, the kill on that Barask was really funny because he actually aimed it for the vehicle. I didn't think he could get the gun down, but he actually almost aimed over the side of the vehicle and he clipped the rear of the Barask just as he got alongside and hit him with that big round, which went straight through him for 850. Well, all the hit points he had left. There was no chance the Barask was going to survive with a hit at that close range with so little hit points left. A beautiful little shotgun at close range. He knew how to defend himself. And yes, he came out with a very good result because that was his first-class tanker in the FV3805. You can tell it's the first one because he's got the scrolls underneath and you only get that the first time. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8. And he got a win rate of 4,683, which is Super Unicum standard. And he pumped those shells out as much as he could to try and get the enemy. And, well, he certainly helped his team a lot. If he hadn't actually, if the T-44 hadn't been so quick on the draw, he would have had 4 kills because, of course, he would have taken out that Bisonte with a shot to his rear from all the way away on the other side of the battlefield or on the edge of the battlefield. Well done. Let's have a look at team score. Oh my God, he got the third highest damage in the game. We can see that the highest damage actually went to the Skoda T50 on the enemy team with 3,718, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get a high caliber. Second highest damage was the Barask that he killed. Yes, he got 3,620 hit points of damage, but the tank that took him out, or rather the Arty that took him out, was Photobomber, and he got 3,337 hit points of damage in the game in third place. When it came to kills, it was the T-44. He got 5 kills out of that game, 1 short of getting a Top Gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. He also got Pascucci's medal because he must have killed both enemy SPGs in that game. 3 kills went to Photobomber and also to the Skoda T50 on the enemy team, their best player. And 2 kills went to the FUN2 on our team and our SU-130PM. And on the enemy team, it was their Barask and their IS-5 who got 2 kills. When it came to base XP, he's second. 1,190 went to the T-44, 979 went to Photobomber, and 970 went to the Turtle 1. The Turtle 1 got a Confederate, the Hawk 30 picked up a Scout, and the T-44, well, he got the Pascucci's, which I already mentioned, and he was the only one to get over 1,000 base, but he was closely followed by Photobomber on a really good day. So let's have a look at the detail. 18 shots fired, that's a lot. 8 direct hits on the enemy, none of them penetrated, but he did get 19 splash. Damage of 3,337, of which 3,225 were at more than 300 meters. Of course, the close shot was on the Barask, and it was at basically point-blank range. 1 hit received, it was a non-penetration. That was the Barask. He hit him at such a narrow angle. The shell went into the tracks and was just eaten by them. So he didn't suffer any damage, and he actually blocked 360 hit points with that one shot alone. 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, so there must have been somebody else with a better result to get a Confederate. 1,230 hit points of stun assist off 15 stuns. Now, he earned a profit off that game of 46,097 credits, and he also took away 8,078 experience points out of that one, and that was for completing a mission and events as well. And he said he was supporting the team. He was doing more than that, actually. He was actually getting kills on the enemy and providing them with everything they needed to tell the enemy, keep off this ground, it is ours. And he did a lovely job there, beautiful job. Very, very pleased that he got that Barask, because I thought, oh dear, he fired around in there. Almost, well, it was a blind shot, actually. When he came out from behind the buildings, he fired that shot into the town, and I felt sure that the Barask was going to get splashed, and in which case he was going to be coming in our direction to get some revenge. And boy, did Photobomber teach him a lesson about don't try and trespass on your land. Yes, he found out the painful way by being knocked out at very close range. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.